Reanimal is one of those games where I spend half my time thinking, wow, this looks incredible, and the other half wondering, what the hell am I looking at? And I mean that in the best possible way. From Tarsier Studios, the developers behind the original Little Nightmare games, Reanimal takes a familiar formula of small characters trapped in a massive, horrifying world and pushes it darker and much more disturbing direction. But does Reanimal actually manage to stand on its own? After playing through it, I definitely have some thoughts. So let's talk about Reanimal. I'm going to keep this section pretty spoiler free because I think this is a game that's better when you don't know exactly what you're walking into. You play as a brother and sister trying to survive on this absolutely horrifying island while also searching for their missing friend.
I knew you would.
And Reanimal
Oh,
doesn't
that's
exactly
cute.
sit you down and explain everything that is happening.
You should leave. While you still can.
A lot of the storytelling comes from the environment. You'll enter a room, see something completely messed up in the background, or encounter a creature that makes you start questioning what exactly has happened here.
That was fucking
And
huge.
that's the part that kept me interested in this game. The game gives you enough information to start putting things together yourself without constantly stopping you for exposition. It creates this constant feeling that something is seriously wrong with this world. And the deeper you go, the worse it gets.
And why is he
The
running?
atmosphere and visuals, this is easily the game's biggest strength. The game looks incredible, the
And it
creepy
can't
theme
destroy
throughout the
if
whole
you
game makes you
lift it
think
itself.
something will pop out. The creature design, yeah. These things are horrifying and very unique, from a tall, Slenderman looking creature to snake like slithering creatures. Not necessarily because they're constantly jumping on you either.
Though.
Sometimes just seeing one of these creatures slowly moving in the distance is worse than the actual jump. Reanimal understands that anticipation can be much scarier than something just suddenly screaming in your face. Let's talk about the gameplay real
I
quick.
can move this.
If you play Little Nightmares, the basic gameplay is going to feel pretty familiar. You're exploring environments, solving puzzles, sneaking past enemies, running for your life, and occasionally trying to figure out where the game is actually trying to take you. But the difference between this game is that I focus on two characters. This works especially well in co-op. There are situations where one player has to interact with something while the other helps them, and moments where you're both trying to survive while everything around you is going completely insane. Playing with another person also creates some unintentionally hilarious moments, because nothing destroys horror faster than watching your friend completely screw up a simple jump and get hurt. But even with another player, the game still managed to maintain that feeling of vulnerability.
Motherfucker was trying.
You're not suddenly
What the
powerful
fuck
because
was
there are
that?
two of you. You're basically just two tiny people who are equally screwed in this world. The puzzles are pretty straightforward. You're usually looking for an object, figuring out how to reach another area, manipulating something in the environment, or working together to progress. I don't think anyone's gonna get stuck staring at a puzzle for 3 hours. And honestly, I think that's the right choice. The game isn't really trying to be a puzzle game. The puzzles are there to slow you down and force you to interact with the environment. And sometimes that's exactly when the game decides to introduce something horrifying. There were definitely a few moments where I knew exactly what the game wanted me to do. Now, let's talk about the horror. This is where the game really works for me. Because it isn't really the type of horror game where you're carrying around a shotgun and eventually you stop being afraid of everything. You feel vulnerable the whole time. And because of the camera perspective, you will sometimes see something before your character is actually in immediate danger. You know it's there, and you know it's probably going to be a pretty bad idea to go towards it. The sound design helps a lot here too. You'll hear movement, breathing, and sometimes dragging itself around. And sometimes you can't even see what's making the noise yet. That's what the game is the best of. They're always putting you in these situations, and you're always running away from it, to making sure you and your friends stay alive.
Was that me? Wait, I thought I was the guy in front. Am I tripping?
Now, let's talk about what I
Because I
didn't.
can't go that far.
And one of the biggest frustrations is that the game is too short for its price. It's $40 for 8 hours? No, it's 4 hours of gameplay. I recommend you get it during the summer Steam sale or whenever it goes on sale in general. Like, the overall game was amazing. The atmosphere is fantastic. The creature design is amazing as well. And the environment are beautiful. But it's not perfect. It's too damn expensive for how long the game is. But those parts weren't enough to outweigh what the game does well for me. I was willing to pay the $40 because I liked Little Nightmare 1, 2, and 3, even though the company didn't make 3. But I think it's worth checking out. I'm giving like I'm giving it like an 8 out of 10, but that's my opinion. If you play Reanimal, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. If you think it was scarier than Little Nightmares 2, and most importantly, if you enjoyed the review, consider liking the video and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.